When you work with sound, drums, bowls, or my voice, I'm not just making noise. I am adjusting frequency. Low, steady drum beats can calm the body. Soft tones can open the heart. And deep humming can ground the mind. So you can try this right now. Take a deep breath. Now hum gently for 5 seconds. Did you feel your chest vibrate? Feel your throat soften? So sound changes your state. So when you change your state, you change your emotional response. Emotional intelligence is not just mental, it is vibrational. It's your awareness of the vibration and to be able to articulate that. If you master your frequency, you master your reactions. But there is one more layer, and that's the deepest layer that many just avoid, and that's the journey within. The journey within is the solo journey, and that's really meeting yourself. Pillar 3. Many people want emotional intelligence, but few want to meet their shadow. Your shadow is the part of you that feels shame, that part of you that feels jealousy, that part that feels fear. You cannot master emotions you refuse to face. There were times in my journey when I had to be alone. No phone, no distractions, no noise, just me. And in those moments, emotions came up that I had buried away for years. Old grief, old anger, old memories. And it was uncomfortable, but it was healing. When you sit alone long enough, truth rises. You see your patterns. You see how you react when you feel small. You see how you push people away when you fear rejection. You see how you try to control when you feel unsafe. And this awareness is powerful because once you see the pattern, you can change it. Solitude is not loneliness. It is self-meeting. Even spending 1 hour alone in nature can teach you something. Sit by the water. Sit under a tree. Breathe. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding feeling? And listen. Having tools for the inner journey, going inward, is powerful. But you must go with tools. Here are some simple tools you can use. Breath work. Slow, deep breathing to stay grounded. Journaling. Write what you feel without judging it. Sound. You can hum, drum, or listen to calming tones. Sound healing is very beneficial. Intention. So before sitting alone, say, I am ready to see what I need to see. I'm ready to feel what I need to feel. And grounding. After a deep reflection, touch the earth. Eat food, drink water. Emotional intelligence is not pushing feelings away. It is feeling them safely. It's letting them move through you instead of getting stuck. And when you integrate your emotions, you become stable. You stop blaming others for your reactions, and you take ownership. And that ownership is freedom. Let's return to the 3 pillars. Remember, mindfulness creates space. Energy awareness creates discernment. And the solo journey creates transformation. And when you practice mindfulness, you stop reacting blindly. When you practice energy awareness, you stop absorbing everything. When you practice solitude, you understand yourself deeply. 12 years ago, I was searching for peace. What I found was responsibility. Responsibility for my emotions. Responsibility for my energy. Responsibility for my reactions. That responsibility did not make life heavier. It made it lighter, because when you are emotionally intelligent, you are not controlled by energy wave. You become the ocean. You can feel anger without becoming anger. You can feel sadness without becoming sadness. You can feel fear without running from it. You become steady. And when you are steady, others feel safe around you. You become a calm presence in chaos. You become a vessel, not because you're perfect, but because you're aware. Emotional intelligence is not about hiding emotion. It is about honoring it. It is about listening to it. It is about learning from it. And most of all, it's about loving yourself enough to meet your full depth. And if you choose to walk this path, walk it gently. Be patient with yourself. growth is not fast, it is layered. But every breath of awareness changes you. Every moment of pause strengthens you. And every journey inward frees you. 12 years ago, I started as a seeker. Today, I share as someone who has walked into the dark and found light there. And if I can do it, you can too. So thank you for being here. And remember, your emotional intelligence is not something you add. It is something you uncover. It has always been inside of you. You just have to be brave enough to meet it. If you guys are ready to go on this journey, there are some links to courses below that you may enjoy. To shamanism, to sound healing, and to even some books and educational resources that I wish I had when I started my journey. All right, cheers. Thank you for joining, and leave a positive review if you enjoyed this webinar. See, the cow wants you to do it too. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe. Hey guys, I want to thank you for joining this webinar. For this section, I want to talk about education. When it comes to shamanism, it's very important that you continue your education. And I had to find my way, which was pretty difficult. And you can follow intuition and find your way, and how fast you find it really depends on how tuned in your intuition is. Or you can tap into others who kind of found their own way and grab an essence from them, and not become them, but to at least grab an essence that you can use to your own advantage, right? So that's why I created, with psychologist Yi Lin, Shamanic Essentials Unleashed, which includes a lot of information that's not covered in our Shamanic Essentials courses, levels 1 and 2, and also goes into and includes inside that book My Shamanic Bible. Now, a lot of you guys have requested My Shamanic Bible but haven't been able to access it, and just haven't been able to find it. You can find it by going on Amazon to Shamanic Essentials Unleashed. That book by myself, Shaman Gabriel, and psychologist Yi Lin will be the one tool that you will be able to tap into daily. So there are prayers and invocations, prayers is the wrong word, but word tracks that you can tap into. So, and it becomes one with you. So when you're in nature like this, you can say, I call in the energies that are all around me. The trees that breathe in the oxygen. Take in that oxygen and release it back into the breath of air that I inhale and exhale. The earth beneath my feet grounds the being that I am. The thoughts that are in my mind attract the highest energies, and those energies are here now in all ways and things. And this beautiful energy and foundation of life, this tapestry, is the connection that is myself. And there is no separation, and all is one. And aho, it is done for us to have fun. See, that can be an invocation for having fun, right? And that can be an intention that you have, but you can't generate these word tracks in your mind without laying that foundation. So I created that whole foundation for you. That's what took me a long time on the journey, but I set that up. I wanted to share it with you guys and tap in. Now let's go to a message from psychologist Yi Lin.